What's up, y'all? Oh, shit was crazy. Um, Shout out to Moxiemoth for getting this shit to work. I had it set. This is like the first time in a very long time that I set shit up in advance and like was like I'm gonna get it to work beforehand, and then like I got everything like all locked in. Spotify was up. Like I was like, iPad working. I'm not gonna have to fumfer for the first couple of minutes. It's gonna be great. And then OBS is like, your drivers are like so last like week or whatever, bro. And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And I was freaking out. And Max was like, hold up, fam. I got you. Help me out. And yeah, what's up, Benjamin Art Partey? Ayanimawarte. Sorry y'all couldn't end up rating me. It was yeah, OBS. Good afternoon, party people. Sorry about OBS being an asshole. Hell yeah, Moxie fixed it. Moxie gave it the fucking elbow. Um, Took long enough. Moxie MVP for real. Look away, 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 look away. How about now? Beep boop. Hold on. I know you missed me anymore, Tyke. But now, beep, boop, boop. Yeah, you just gotta jiggle it enough, and it's so unfurnished in terms of sound. Let's get that shit rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling, Baba Ran. Oh, wow, that looks weird. Hold on a second. So, how was y'all's day so far? Good, good, good. Neutral, neutral, neutral. Awful. If so, I'm here for you, bud. Whoever you are. All right, will that work? Yes, I remember us talking about this. For the warm up, Moxie wants to see a walk cycle for one of those wind up walking teeth toys. Ah, fucking walk cycles. That's a great idea, and I am not confident, but I'm ready for it. Wow, that's loud as fuck for me. How about you guys? Looks pretty quiet. How's that? It's my rainy day playlist again. How's that? I'll do it. Dude, that's amazing. I am in my war tie. All right, so you can hear me and nothing else. There's a little lag, so I'm going to give it a second. Because on my levels, it looks right on the money, if not a little bit loud. So I just turned it up. Let me know. You heard it? Okay. I probably adjusted it a couple of times. Good levels. All right. I think it's good. I think it's good. All right. Let's do it. I got my watch, which is great for stopwatching and shit. All right. Let's go. Okay. I have to look up a reference first because I'm not going to be able to just like I could conjure like a passable representation of it, but there's no way I'm going to get like an accurate, like I have an image in my head of what it would look like, but I want to make sure that I look at it properly. All right, let's see. All right, walking chattering teeth because it's apparently a lot of. Oh yeah, the ones that have little eyes on top of them that go like katak katak katak. They kind of hop around. I think that's good. They actually don't step. They just hop like a Mega Man boss. Wind up teeth. That's what I should have written. All right. Wind up chattering teeth. Chaka 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 chaka. Come on now. Yeah, they have like one little plastic foot thing. GIF. Give me the GIF. You cunts. I had one of these when I was small. I guess everybody did before a certain year. Do it. Why does Google suck now, man? Like I don't want to have to fucking go to YouTube to look this up, but I actually literally do. Wind up teeth. Beep 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 beep. Check it, check it, check it, check it, check it. And of course, there's an ad for a what 30-second video of teeth chattering. I hate YouTube so much right now. That's good. Okay. All right, I think I got it. Let's go. All right. Watch starting. All right. Let's get a first of all, let's get a sketch. Oh, that's big. Oh shit, that's right. I have it at hold on a second. There we go. Okay. Feet are always flat. It's like a little plastic thing. And the wind up key is on this side, which is a problem. I'm probably going to have to just reverse it real quick. I know it looked like a little dick for a second. Don't talk about it. There we go. You. There we go. All right. Sketch done. Animation assist on. FPS 24. I kind of want it to be like moving on and off screen, but I think it would be better for it to be like a walk cycle as was requested. So, hello, we finally got it working, Jack. OBS was being a real piece of shit. We're doing a 30-minute animation of chattering teeth. Technically still a robot, I realize. A very simple one, but a robot nonetheless. Isn't that something? Had to get lunch? Good. I'm glad. Hell yeah. It's such an amazing design element just on site. Like because it was such a huge part of like the zeitgeist between like early automatons and then mass produced for like dolls and stuff like that. It's like it's such an evocative character design element. Like the second you see it, you're like, oh, this thing is a robot of some kind, or like it is referencing a doll, that kind of thing. Like it's just such a strong design element. Big fan. Fucking love this song. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of actually is the piece that Maki just got, the super rare, whatever it is. I don't know any of the terminology. That shit's like Teflon on my brain. The gotcha thousand currencies and like different prizes and shit. I just can't do it. We are 4 minutes in. I think I can manage to make this look pretty fucking good while still being fairly high detail. So let's see what happens. Okay, minimum visible that. So it's a really frenetic motion. So I'm gonna go ahead and depend on smear frames real quick. And with that being said, if it took me about 5 minutes to get that done, including the sketch, I should have enough time to make at least a few frames, including smears. The dangerous thing about the rainy day playlist is that it's so soothing that I feel myself drifting off into sleep. Luckily, I have a lot of coffee on board. I'm gonna actually have to put the key in a separate layer because I want it to have a consistent motion if I can manage it. Ah, shit, I merged down instead of combining. Shit. If you hit merge down, it just flattens the image. Whereas if you hit combine down, it keeps it in a separate layer. That's neat. Take my word for it. It's too short. No, I think it's just the added bulk from seeing the other sort of the top of the teeth, the three dimensionality of it. So I think this will work okay. And it's like flat there. Two, hold on a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All good children go to heaven. 2, 3, 4, fuck, 5, 6, 7. Yang, 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 yang. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do this. Let's duplicate that. Duplicate it. I'm using Procreate, Hexadog. Good to see you, by the way. Okay, I need right there to be a lift. Just straight up from here. In order for contrast to work on a piece, either via color palette or animation, um, I call it establishing your floor and your ceiling, or establishing your anchors. Both are very important in their own way. In the sense of color palette, it's how bright does the piece get at its absolute brightest, and that you can use that to determine every other color. And if you raise the ceiling of a piece, it'll make everything else seem darker. It's just natural. A lot of this shit applies to the backgrounds, but it's a general rule as well. Okay, I think that's correct. Looking pretty good. Keeping that there. He's gonna fully rotate forward from this angle. The amount of mental hoops you gotta jump through sometimes to fully visualize something three-dimensionally, and then the ability to convey it. Sometimes I feel the depth of how much of a beginner I am. Some people would be able to just do this and not even think about it. It's pretty wild. Like, oh yeah, obviously, and then just whip it up and like, holy fuck. It's cool though. I feel feeling the progression is what makes art worthwhile, in my opinion. Being able to look back and be like, damn, we came a long way. It's something you deprive yourself of if you use a machine to make art exclusively. One of the many things, but it's a very real experience that I wish people could experience more directly sometimes. I think I'm actually going to leave it closed and then have a yump. We at 11 minutes. All right, I think I can make it good. I'll catch up with chat after I'm done with more of this. This is the wrong shape. It's tiny now, see? I minimized it. I'm gonna have to have this extend a lot further. There we go. Lean down. You gotta watch your volume. That's what I didn't have the means to afford his full class. Otherwise, I actually probably would. Um, but Aaron Blaze, who did stuff like with like Golden Age Disney, um, and like Who Framed the old Roger Rabbit cartoons, not necessarily Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I don't know if he did anything on that, but he's a hand drawn animator, phenomenal artist. Does a lot of stuff with bears. Um, uh, and he was saying, watch your volumes. That's very, very important. I'm like, I feel it, man. Questionable angle, but it will read, which is the most important thing. Do I want it like that? I think that's correct. All right, I'm putting another layer there so I could put the key eventually. And the fun thing about putting things on another layer too is the fact that if you don't have time to animate each of them, you just do away with it. Not an issue. Whoop. I might up this to 30 FPS because I really want it to look as frenetic as humanly possible. All right, so we're going to open it up a little bit. Got a little air. Whoa. I experienced a little bit of lag. I don't know about y'all. That was crazy. It's like, it's like, oh no, Jordan Raquet, what's happening to you, bro? Almost halfway. Think I can make it happen. Okay, let me try with just a smear, honestly. Ang, ang, ang. That needs to be not held. It's too abrupt. Let's put one right here. Get the chomp. Aside from the fact that I enjoy them conceptually, stylistically, etc., um, I think smear frames are so important because if you're not looking at things through a high-speed camera or anything like that, um, there are distortions in the way that we perceive movements. Nothing is, you don't see the hand. Like if I do this, look, it's a blur. You know what I mean? It's literally truer to life to have smear frames because our eyes are only so fast. They can only pick up so much data at a time. And then they have to roll back. They have to retrace the steps of the world that you're perceiving to like accurately convey emotion. It's like, I've heard some animators call smear frames like cheating or whatever. It's like you're literally wrong. Yeah, I had to draw fewer frames to get here, but that's because it's a faster motion. Granted, there's a time and a place for them, and knowing when to use them is very important, but like it's literally how your eyes work or don't rather. Nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think I'm gonna make the boundary for this a little bit sharper so it still reads as it, but I like that sort of like. Sorry about the flashing. Anybody who's sensitive, you might want to look away for a second. All right. Feet are in the same place, but I'm gonna draw them again because it just looks better if you can. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna leap into. I want probably one frame between. Thank you so much, Kench. Want one frame between the leap. Hey, and the frame one. We're at 17 minutes. I can make that work. Probably one more frame here if I have the time, but we'll see. I need to lower this opacity a little bit. I'm just having trouble with those lines. Here we go. Clear. And then the feet actually would come up here, if I recall correctly. Adjusting the angle back. And then the rest of it will follow as it is. See, this right here I'm using as my anchor, and everything else rotates around it. That corner, right? I have tried getting to the point where my character designs um and line like if I'm using lines, I like lines flowing into each other and stuff like that. So I've gotten into the habit of using corners and fusing points in a drawing to sort of guide the rest of it, and it's carried over into animation a little bit as I get more practice with it. I know it's a sample of a dude saying like "egg," but I always thought he's like "egg" in that last song. VOD watchers again will think I'm just like losing my fucking mind. It's fine. Look at him go. Gang, gang, gang. We're almost there. Almost there. About 20 minutes. Yeah, I could do a couple more frames in 10. We got this. Hey. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. Kind of a different angle, so I'll allow more teeth. Those need to be even though one of them's increasing, opening. Reduce that a little bit. That is okay. Add the depth. Nope. A little slapdash on that one. I don't really fucking care right now. Hold on. Oh, look how small he got for a second there. I fucked up. That is bad. That's bad. That's actively bad. All right, hold on. God damn it. Hold on a second. Ordinarily, I would care immensely about the way that the line weight like pixelates and shit like that, but I don't have time to worry about that right now. All right, cool. I like the fact that this guy says piece by piece. It's cute. This dude was a graduate from the same music production online class that I did. Graduate, quote unquote. He took the same class. He was one of their like success stories. I did get good at music. I just wasn't able to translate it into actually making an income with it. And you could definitely say that's on me, but well, I don't know. Could be just kind of the way that it's set up. You never know. But I did undeniably get like good at music production from the class. So, it's money well spent in that regard. It's just you never know what you're gonna be without down the line, right? Like I'm like, oh wow, I spent a few thousand fucking dollars on that shit. It's less expensive than like a full music college or anything like that. But like now, when I have like barely two fucking coins to rub together, I'm just like, damn. Imagine having money. It is a shame. I know, right? Well, no, but they're really well produced. That's it. And then let's go up. I've been very depressed. All right. Who could blame me? No, 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 no. But like, I did try to like produce music for other people too, and get myself out there a little bit. It's just like, holy shit, it's super saturated. Like, it's insane. Apologize for the flashing, and thank you. Yeah, no, it's true though. 24. Yeah. It's a good set of classes, though. At the time, it was musician on a mission. Now it's they've kind of fused with a program called mastering.com. Both of them are very, very good at getting you good at music production. Um, I'm not being paid to say that, obviously, because I don't have any money anyway. And I only, as Moxie pointed out, I only made like 2 songs in 5 years. So like, why would they fucking hire me in any capacity to be a success story? But like, yeah, it's a very, very good set of classes. I enjoyed my time with it. If you have excess money that you can throw around or you want to get into music production, it's pretty fucking good. I'd probably not pop for the hybrid musician course though, because it's a little bit more. Okay, you figured it out. Now the rest of it's up to you, buddy. You know what I mean? Like it gives you the resources, but like it's a little. I like having my hand held in a course like the musician on a mission. It was great. The second like round of it basically for like trying to make a living with it is a lot. Like it feels a little less polished and a little less like focused on guidance. They're both really good, but it's like okay, cool. This is not exactly the same as the other one, which I really liked. Okay, it's pretty accurate, I think. Feet come in. 26 minutes. Getting kind of dicey. Ben Folds 5 ex-wives. All right. Smear here. Smear here. I thought about doing one of the versions of these little guys that had the eyeballs because those are really funny. But I think I made the right choice because I don't know if I would have had time. That should be flattened theoretically. Okay. I like how this song you can trace it directly into the writing of the song. I think always someone Carrie and Kathy is the name of the song. I really like Ben Folds' songs themselves. I feel like a lot of them succumb to like songwriter protagonist syndrome, where it's like if you're writing a song, um, it's a huge amount of power from a narrative standpoint because people assume that the songwriter is the protagonist, and you can really. It's very, very easy to commit revisionist history with a bias on your own slant. You know what I mean? Um, it's like, yeah, I'm the good guy. You're the one who wronged me. And I would say with great power comes great responsibility in that regard. It's very, very tempting to be like, I'm so great and you wronged me, but like you gotta know that that's an option when going into the song, like when you're writing the song, because yeah, it's better to not abuse it. Oh, Ben folds five marriages. I see, I understand. You explained this joke to me twice, and for some reason I never get it, but I still think it's funny. That's the best part about it. Is I'm like, haha, and you're like, babe, that's not the joke. That's not it. It's like a toddler that's like, oh yeah, ha 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 ha. It's like, no, baby, you don't know why that's funny, little guy. It's okay. Where we at? It's exactly 30, and it looks good. I'm gonna remove this wind up key and that one all together. What do y'all think? Let me up it to 30. It's a little crazy at 30, but I do like it. That's more accurate for timing wise. All right. That was a fun prompt. Thank you. He wants to bite. All right, here's what I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to make a duplicate and I'm going to move it a little bit. My fucking Blackfoot suggestive. It's very funny. Let me scoot the frame up a little bit, or down rather. Turn on snapping, move it like this, like this, like this, and a little bit up. Maybe a little bit more. It'll look even better if I end up coloring it, but let's be honest, I don't fucking color or finish anything, so probably won't happen. You could just put them across. That's one thing that you could do with Procreate Dreams that you can't do with what the fuck happened here? Oh, I see, I see, I see. Ah. The wind up key goes there, so I didn't actually do the hold on a second. It'll take like 2 seconds to do this. I still had like a little bit of change before it rolled over to I rolled over to 31 seconds, so 31 minutes rather. So I'll just put those two lines because it makes me feel better. There we go. Okay, great. What a good start. I love that. Thank y'all. Okay, let's get this bread. Haven't organized my shit in a long time, as you can see. So we're going back to March of Robots, and the prompt for today is perfect. And you might be asking, but Black, isn't that what the prompt was last time? And you'd be right, because I have not worked on this in a week. So I'm going to start over this. I'm glad I got some drawing practice with X done, but like I need to fucking like just do rapid fire. The plan was to do like 2 to 3 a day to catch up because I'm a week behind now. And then that's not too much of an incredible load. Like 2 a day is not bad, especially if I like plan the drawings around that quick form factor. But I'm such a fucking dummy. I've just been in and out of depression so hard, you know. Fucking I'm a stooge, bro. I'm a stooge. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna do things lineless. I think you guys have seen my lineless style once when I was doing like the various little guys, like Ed from Ed, Ed and Eddie, and like Miso from Katamari, stuff like that. Cat Bus. I don't remember what the exact prompt was, but that's what I was doing, was drawing little guys. So 6. This would be day 4. That's how long it's been. Day 4, March of Robots. Perfect. That's the first one we're doing today. Let's change this color a little bit. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna work in one of my older palettes, Guts and Glory. Big fan. It's just a little weird. um, which is what I like. Yeah, I'm really upset about whatever they did between versions of Procreate, um, because the way that I set this up originally, say this one, my main one, the Vim and Vigor suite, I call it because this stage of it, all this color family, it's just another story. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Vim and Vigor, right? See, this is the fundamental part of the palette, right? This right here. This is like its backbone. Everything in the palette is made. This is actually a huge shift away from the first original palette that I made that I used to make like chompy art and stuff like that for so long, which was called Fire and Brimstone. Um, and I found a dark blue that I liked, and in one direction, you can see like this is the same direction. It's just not exactly the same, right? You start with the blue, and then you increase the red first in this direction by a certain amount, time by time. In the original case, it was increase red by 30, increase red by 30, and 30, and 30. And so as it gets brighter, it also changes color. So all the way through it, and then you do the same in the other direction, right? So this is the same blue right here, right? And then you increase the green or the yellow, sorry. You increase the yellow by increments in the same way, right? And then in the midway point you have this right here, right, which is both of them increasing, and so you get like a nice gray, or in this case, like a weird pretty goldenrod situation. But that's how they came to be, right? And all the little spaces in between them is where things get interesting. Um, if you take this, right, theoretically, take that and then you duplicate it in one direction, you have, say, like this one. If I hit the invert button, this still works. This still works, right? Boom, you get these parts of the color palette. So they're complete inversions of each other, but they still have their own identity. So it is I designed it over years to get the perfect amount of contrast. See what I'm doing right here? I use this for skin tone a lot, for more fair skinned people. But like, so that's how my color palettes work, right? And then on this side over here, say like starting here, this would be made by hitting the hue, saturation, brightness setting in Procreate. I'm gonna get Maeve's food in just a second, right? But the way that they changed it, it's not perfect. It worked perfectly on my older, like on say Moxie's iPad, on my other iPad, stuff like that. But somewhere along the line, I don't know if it's just this display or my new iPad Pro or whatever, but it doesn't quite work the same. So I had to use the legacy versions of them, which is, this is the version of Vim and Vigor, the Vim and Vigor suite, all the way up to here, up to the stratosphere. This is peaks and valleys is what I call the inverse of Vim and Vigor. Um, this is the old version from the previous iPad because it worked mathematically. It worked exactly how I wanted it to within the parameters of Procreate itself. If I tried to make it on like this is the sort of other version that was done on Procreate, with the same like idea, right? And the baseline is the same here. Like this would be the same, but like if I hit hue shift, you see when we get down to this pink, this is it on like this sort when I tried it on this iPad, and this is it when I try in its original form right here. You can see, hold on, Maeve. It's a completely different fucking color. Look at that. It's like it's a completely different color, and I was like, what the fuck is happening here? So I had to go back to the old one. I like the way that they work still. It's just like annoying that I can't go back. You know what I mean? I guess that's the problem with basing something around a system that changes frequently, is sometimes uh, shit moves on, whether you do or not. Anyway, I'm gonna go feed my cat and take care of something real quick. Enjoy the music. Go ahead and vibe. Love y'all. BRB. Feed my kitty cat. Do you want to see the camera, baby? Now that you're not in your cone. Hi, baby. That's my baby cat. That's my baby cat. She isn't wearing her cone anymore. Look at my Maeve. Are you so cute? You're so cute. I'm so happy she's not in her cone. Okay, okay, here you go. Here you go, sweetheart. All right, let's get some food. All right, I will be back. Hey, folks. Welcome back. Hope you got a little snack or something. I'm gonna have to take another step away pretty soon because ordinarily my laundry would be able to be moved by now because my laundry day is today. But like um I started it later than I usually would because Maeve was being so fucking adorable and sweet in my lap. She was just like hanging out, nuzzling me. And she was just being so fucking adorable. So I was delayed a little bit. Oh, one sec. I try not to get any of her food on me in any capacity when I'm getting her wet food, but sometimes the smell of that disgusting fucking menagerie of fish and animal parts just like I can smell it on my hands. I can't fucking stand it. I had to wash that shit. Absolutely not. All right, so it's disgusting. I hate it so much. So I had the idea for the prompt perfect, um, rather than like trying to get like existential about it or whatever. Yeah, I don't blame you. But yeah, I'm gonna be. I was thinking about like X for some reason. I mean, for various reasons, I was thinking about using Mega Man as like the acknowledgement of that prompt, and then I was thinking that's great, that's cool. I'm glad I drew some Mega Man, but also like if I want to do it rapid fire, maybe it's a good idea to do something a little bit less intensive. So I had the idea to do like what's your brain's like best example when you think of like an archetypal or stereotypical robot? And I was thinking about those like little vintage toy robots like that are all made of metal and sometimes shoot sparks and shit. So I thought that would be a really cute sort of scene to do. So we'll see if I can make that happen. Anybody working while they lurk? Love that. Draw one of the Michael Bay Transformers. That ought to be pretty simple. Yeah, great idea. Absolutely. Me just like looking at uh like a schematics book for like a turbine engine, like it's as if it's like a centerfold, like yeah, perfect, yeah, no problem. Oh, you're looking and working great. Hell yeah, we love a good lurk and work. It's such a nice way to like kind of feel like you got some company while you're uh making something, or like at your job, whatever it is. It's good stuff. Or if you're body doubling on some creative endeavors, love that. Good to see you, Matobi. I beat Mega Man X2 on Mega Monday, and I'm about to go headlong into X3 next Monday. That should be fun. I'm trying to channel one of my favorite artists on Instagram, Gaston Pacheco. That dude is one of my favorite artists of all time. He's absolutely sensational, and he has such a feel for style and composition, and he has such a good sense of humor while also executing on such an incredibly high level. There's a certain sensitivity to his pieces that I really admire. So I'm using this. This is going to be my entire space that I'm working within. Let me just do some sketching real quick. Let me alpha lock it. So let's. Don't you undo my alpha lock, bitch. Okay. Let's do this. Look is best. Me always. And I have over 2,000 hours in The Sims 4. I had to care whether to celebrate or be incredibly disappointed in myself. Um, you could throw a sad party, and then it'll cover both bases. Either way, you could get some cake. What's not to like? Just decorate the cake with "What have I done?" I need to start doing that. Just sitting desolate with a swinging lamp in the ceiling. You're just like, what have I done? It's my party. I'll cry even if I don't want to. It's your body, your choice. Thanks, Sonic the Hedgehog. Hey, Maeve, look at it. Get off that table, you fuck. I love you. I'm so glad she's not in her cone anymore. I'm so proud of her. Sometimes cats just decide that something is worthy of their attention and they just like, you know what I mean? Like, even if they've left it alone for like centuries. It's too bright. Was it Pokemon Sun and Moon that had the thing where there was like, it's like social media or whatever, right? And there was one douchebag who said like, too bright. With like the ass key shrug. I think it was Sun and Moon. She was so annoying but also hilarious. Man, fuck that guy. Yeah. Yeah, visit my Ko-fi page, dummy. Do it. Throw money at me. One thing I need to advertise more is Doodle Roulette. It's like you pass me $2 and I draw you an ugly little guy. On Ko-fi. If you check out the Ko-fi link there, I'll draw you an ugly little guy. And I'm particularly proud of the description for like if you add more ugly little guys. Maybe I could find it real quick. Hold on a second. I have my Ko-fi open elsewhere because I'm a professional. I mean, it's technically true. I've been paid to make art for multiple people multiple times, so I'm officially a professional. You can't deny it because it's technically true. Hold on a second. What is it? Doodle Roulette. Here it is. Pass me $2 and I will draw you an ugly little guy. You have no say as to who or what this little guy becomes or the quality of the doodle. Consider it a donation with benefits. If you consider receiving an ugly little guy a benefit. But yeah, it's like instructions. This is your chance to potentially accrue an armada of ugly little guys. Or just this one. I don't judge. The add-ons are a friend for your ugly little guy. A third wheel for your couple of ugly little guys. A fourth ugly little guy. Perhaps the final piece of a double date. A fifth little guy who may be handsomer than the other little guys, but you won't know because I didn't number them. 6. That is too many ugly little guys. You have gone drunk with power. And then the luckiest number of ugly little guys, but still unlucky because of how ugly they will be. There we go. Well, it's your prerogative. It's your prerogative, Kenj. I don't judge either way. Oh, yeah, and I will stop. I'm adding this now. I will stop everything I'm doing to make that ugly little guy happen. If you donate to me on the stream. If you do the roulette, I will happily make you an ugly little guy or more. It is your prerogative. And that amount will go towards our current goal of buying new studio headphones for me. Hi, Nikki Abby. What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, but the idea of commissioning an ugly little guy, quote, or many, and then making little figures out of them is incredibly tempting. You're really, just keep putting ideas in people's heads there, Jack. What's up, Nikki Emmy? I counter your little adorable head bob with my own little adorable head bob. Let's go. Adorable, perhaps. I don't know about that, actually. Welcome, welcome. We are continuing... desperately trying to claw our way back to catching up with March of Robots. I was like, I got 3 days in and all of them were bangers, and then I just stopped immediately. I didn't have a clear idea for perfect. That's the prompt for this one. It's perfect. And I just I completely lost my. I was like, I'm depressed. I'm gonna play Minecraft instead, and here we are again. So that's something. How's your day going, Nikki Emmy? What time is it for you? You're UK, right? It's like 1 for me. I have no idea what time zone anything is. If you give me $2, maybe I'll model your ugly little guy you commissioned from Black in Blender and send you the file to 3D print. Bro? Ooh, new headphones sounds exciting. Well, it's especially exciting because without them, I will not be able to continue making music on Music Monday. So, and we're going to be doing different streams of games and stuff until then. If you hate Music Monday, don't give me money. But if you want it back, I won't be able to do it without it. So it's up to you guys. Much love. Anything you can do, much appreciated. Any commissions, donations, anything makes its way there. I've already gotten 33% of the way there, which is actually more than I was expecting to begin with. So I'm cool with that. That's so tempting, Jack. And you can take that too and give it to Black for more ugly little guys. We can have a never-ending cycle of ugly little guy construction. Hell yeah. Oh boy. I love that. Okay. Let me actually draw. Oh wait, I'm a dummy. I'm a big dang dummy. Hold on a second. Get out of here. Get out of here. Hold on. I have a very smart and not dumb idea at all. I'm gonna use a clipping mask instead, so that I have a little bit more freedom even within a limited space. Okay, let me just make some little shapes real quick. Let's just make some like vague furniture shapes real quick. I'm gonna try doing this all in one layer because I really like doing that. It's super enjoyable. Very satisfying if it works. And then a little table further back. Treating it like it's a painting, because I guess it kind of is. I don't know if you came in halfway through my spiel there, Nikki Emmy, but yeah, Doodle Roulette. Doodle Roulette is a function of my Ko-fi that I think more people should utilize because it's very funny. And I will stop everything that I'm doing. If someone gives me $2, I will draw them an ugly little guy or many, however many they want to pay for. Never-ending cycle of ugly little guys. Maybe I'll start doing art streams on Tuesdays. Mm. It's so hard to like stop making stream days. It took so much willpower to get myself back down to like 3 stream days, but like I just don't get anything done if I have too many stream days. I don't get anything done in general, but especially if I have too many stream days. You know what I mean? Ugly little guy Legion. Oh boy, now that's fun. I feel like I should wait to see what days my college classes will be on before adding streams. Yes, I would probably recommend that. I'd recommend like just like leaving stream as like an optional thing because college is going to be a lot, especially like jumping straight into it. I hope that works out for you, by the way. That sounds so fucking cool. I mean, it's just city college for now. Oh, that's true. That's true. Going real fast. Oh, I should have a stopwatch on this motherfucker to make sure I'm being as dandori as possible. I fucking love Pikmin 4. That game is great. Dandori. Okay. I feel like I don't do enough with my days anyway. I just sit around, so I'm excited to have something to do. Yeah. I don't get anything done unless I'm super busy. It's like there needs to be a certain amount of pressure before I start actually even functioning. It's kind of weird. But I'm also like the most annoying thing is the fact that I'm naturally like opposed and like repelled by responsibility. So I only function if I have a certain amount of things that I'm tasked with at once. But there's a part of me inside of my brain that starts kicking and screaming. And it just gets louder and louder. And it's just like, can you fucking please? Can you please? What's wrong with you? Fucking God. Anyway, and sometimes that's just how it is. So let's see. Let's make another clipping mask behind that one, and it'll just pop in naturally. And I'll lower the opacity real quick to 25%. And I'll just get a little extra depth real quick. Oh, I didn't know that was there. What am I uncovering right now? What is that? Was I was I using a hold on. I wasn't erasing. I was adding. That's funny. Well, that's fine. Whatever. We're just getting a basic layer of shading right now anyway, so it's all good. And what I'm actually going to do is start with this and then turn the opacity up, eyedropper that, and then we'll go. When I'm using a nice and crunchy brush like this, I really, really like avoiding using, like, treating it as if it were a pixel art brush. Just, using as little opacity as possible. Only for a couple of color things, but not anything with, like, transparency, etc. Oops, it's too low. No, it's too low. Go. How many people in chat is it raining for? I know the members of my households. How many of you are fully... Is this rainy day playlist fully appropriate for? I'm a big fan of the rain. I don't know about y'all. I'm in Seattle, so yes, it has been raining today. Shocker! Man, what are the chances? I'm not in the mood for you right now. Tricot. Yeah, you're right. I love the rain, but if it's gray for too long, I get depressed. That's fair. Reasonable. Oh, it's so small for you guys. All right. Figure. Sorry, I'm really zen right now. I'm not particularly loquacious as I often am. Just really hard vibing right now. Ooh, one of my longtime besties, also in Blecking, lives in Seattle. Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, really? I forgot. Is it Cog? I thought Cog was East Coast. Wait, is Seattle East Coast? Am I stupid? Yes, Seattle is East Coast, isn't it? I don't even fucking know where Seattle is. That's what I thought too, but like I don't know. I was I was losing my mind for a second there. I was like, wait a minute. East Coast. Have I been wrong this entire time? No, I mean, Kenji always talk about Pacific Northwest. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm losing my mind. I need more coffee. Don't worry about it. I'm losing my mind. Don't worry about it. You are East Coast, right? Yeah, who are you talking about? ALA? Allah. Too shiny. Never thought I'd say these words with my own little mouth. Let's do a little bit more shading. Tripping for a second. Don't mind me. I don't know a thing. Not even one thing do I know. love Leanne La Havas. She's such a good musician. She's just like beautiful. I'm just so like fucking goddamn it, so jealous. What gives you the right, lady? She also has a propensity for making like just like every once in a while just tossing like an absolutely emotionally devastating wrecking ball onto an album, and I love it. So I put it on a playlist. And one time I was listening to, you know, I listen to my own music. One of the few fantastic things about one of the shitty cafe jobs that I had um, between hotel gigs when I was like, fuck the man, I'm gonna paint my nails and color my hair and just make no money. Um, that was the only good thing about it is the fact that I could put my own music on and make as many drinks as I wanted for myself. But it was like pretty shisty altogether. Um, but yeah, I was playing one of my playlists, and one of the songs that is aforementioned emotionally devastating came on, and she's like, "Why the fuck do you have this on like a regular playlist that people listen to in public? Like, why are you gonna like traumatize somebody right in public? Well, it's a beautiful song. It was cathartic for her." And I was like, I need to not do that." Oh, sorry, jeez. It's the perfect robot. Table and a dresser. There it is. It's perfect. You'll see what I'm doing in just one hot second. No idea. Okay, cool. The mask is working. The mask is working. My identity will never be revealed. Yeah. All right, I have an idea. There's so much delay on the word flashback. It sounds like it's a different set of consonants every time they say it. I like it. I used to hate backgrounds. Couldn't stand them. I'm like, no, I just want to draw characters. I don't fucking give a shit where they are or why. Now it's like if I start doing a background, I'll just be there for like hours and hours. I'm like, hell yeah. A little simple one like this is very relaxing. Japanese R&B for dads. Kirinji is such a fucking good band, dude. If you look up Aliens by Kirinji, a phenomenal song. One of my favorite songs of all time. I'm not even kidding. Like I'm not exaggerating even slightly. put it down here, it'll probably latch on properly. Boop. There we go. Okay. Clipping mask. Good. Happy little trees. Man, it's coming down outside. I love it. It's so beautiful. I love this palette right here. Buttercream. It's so soothing to look at. I love it. Yes, I'm doing a Christmas scene in March. Fuck you. Eat my ass. Hmm. Well, I was thinking about best example for like the perfect robot, right? And what immediately came to mind was like fuck, it's on the wrong layer. What immediately come to mind was one of those like vintage um like futuristic, quote unquote futuristic like retro future robots. With the little claw arms and like the cute little like grate for a mouth and a bunch of dials and shit on them, and I was like, bro, fuck yeah. And I was just thinking about like having like what who would it be perfect most perfect to, right? And I was thinking about like a little kid from like the 50s or whatever the fuck, golly, right? Like unwrapping it on Christmas. And then for some reason I thought it would be fun to do it as like a night scene. I don't know who the fuck is opening. Maybe it's just that early that it's still dark. I don't know. Dude, the rain is washing up against the wall behind me. It's so nice. Like the door to the backyard. It is so incredibly nice, dude. If I do five at a time, then I can actually keep track. That kid can't wait. I know, right? I mean, he knows. Part of him must know the robot is coming. but not in like an ominous way as that phrase sounds on site. The shit, the robot's coming, dude. What are we gonna do? Uh, Look at these pretty rainbow lights. So this is something that did end up working okay with the sort of Procreate parameters that I was talking about, um, where um, I used this button right here, the hue, saturation, brightness, right? And look at how fucking pretty that is, dude. I made it so that I took the first. Look how fucking gorgeous that is. That's what it's designed for, is to set it up in an animation in a way that makes it so that when it cycles, it's a seamless loop. So I could do things like, like the Mario invincibility, for example, like that kind of thing, something flashing rainbow. It's for effects. What it essentially is I took these things right here. These were some of the highest points from uh, this right here, right? So this is the same color as this in peaks and valleys, right? The tippy top, as bright as it gets for the more saturated colors, right? It's 1, 2, and 3. I skip one, or leapfrog as I call it, across the palette. And those three look like this on their own. 1, 2, and 3. Kind of this like cute little like peachy color, right? And then what I did was I hue shifted it after duplicating it a couple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it keeps going. So this is essentially what the palette buttercream does when I move along the hue shifting. You see that shit? Isn't that cool? So I engineered it so that it would work for effects, and I think it does a pretty good job. But either way, it is incredibly satisfying to look at and to work with. So, what more could you want? There we go. Not quite. Not quite. Lighting is one of the things. It's like it is one of the most difficult things to feel like you're getting a handle on from like a elemental standpoint. You know what I mean? Like it's so deep, seemingly like infinitely nuanced. Um, and I'm still very much a novice, um, especially compared to some fucking incredible artists that I've seen. But like, regardless of where I am in the grand scheme of things, just feeling like you're starting to kind of get oriented with lighting and like you can place things correctly or at least in a way that looks appealing. It's so satisfying. It just benefits everything that you do too in art. It's like I love making shit shiny, dude. It's my favorite. Hell yep. Oopsie daisy. Lighting is wild. I feel like a beginner myself. Like, I wish I'd understood the importance of hue shifting ages ago. Yeah, but that's like it's such an interesting experience to feel like the big jumps, you know what I mean? If you've been doing art for long enough and you're just like, "Oh my God." The fact that momentum is so like cumulative, right? Like all the skills that you learn you can apply differently and mix with other skills and stuff like that. It's very, very satisfying. Muttering and whistling. That's the Blackfoot trademark. Welcome to Visual Wednesdays, where we mutter and whistle. Hey, if it's your vibe, appreciate having you around. Hope y'all are enjoying yourselves. Hope y'all are chilling. Yeah, like you level up all at once, and suddenly your art is light years ahead of where you were. And that's kind of like, it's encouraging. I live for the breakthroughs. I crave the breakthroughs, and I don't always hit them. I've hit a couple in my God, fucking almost 30 years drawing. God, I feel like such an ancient being. Drawing since I was 4. I'm not like that old, you know what I mean? But like, um, yeah, it is like the second that you're just like, holy shit, and you figure it out, and then it's like, boom, it's magic. Okay, I'm gonna leave him at that. I think that is very appealing. Little point of light right in the middle of these. Still kind of vague shapes, you know, just nice looking. It's gonna look really cool when I'll show you guys how it looks hue shifted. Like if I hit the hue saturation brightness switch and I just slide along there, it's gonna look so nice. Another thing I find super interesting about the progression of art is the fact that um, you know, what you decide to practice is really important, but a different like set of things might be way more important to other people than it is to you, and vice versa. It's all about like what interests you and what your brain really magnetizes to and can unravel and utilize to the fullest. You're like, oh my god, yes. But it is anything that's anything like art, is as can be as gratifying as it can be frustrating because you are like praying for breakthroughs sometimes and they might not be there. Check it out. Look how pretty that is. Look. I might even make that a GIF. Meow, 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 and then it goes all the way to the other side. Yerp, yerp, yerp. Because the palette itself was made with that functionality. That means that I can just like I can put that anywhere, right? And then it'll follow the same sequence. All those little color batches will take each other's place in a little line. So colorful, so beautiful. A big fan. Yeah, much like writer's block, exactly. It can be so goddamn frustrating. And we're just completely at the mercy of inspiration at any given time. Stretched out a little bit more. It's like, yeah, but like art has anything artistic or creative has a habit of reminding you that you are not in control of it. However skillful you can become in the medium that you're working in, however many years you've devoted to it, sometimes it will just leave you behind for a second and you have to fucking figure out how to deal with that. You have to, get some emergency supplies for burnout because nobody is immune to it. That's pretty nice. I'm gonna do like a third. Whenever I'm doing, I don't know if y'all can see from there. Incidentally, guess who's been staring at a Word doc and screaming these past few days? I couldn't have imagined that that was going to be relevant to you. No, Mato V never. Yeah, no, dude. Turn on light. Shit's brutal. It's really brutal. You have my condolences. It's the only reason I'm drawing right now is because I'm streaming, and I'm really, really, really glad that it's here. But also, I have seemingly, as expected. I mean, Moxie definitely saw it coming a mile away. Um, I have kind of inexorably connected my motivation to do things with streaming and convinced myself. My brain is just like completely convinced that non-stream days are just like actual days off. However, I know like however well acquainted with it I am that like it is not the case and I have a bunch of shit to do and my motivation just is not there when I'm not actively streaming and it is very painful, very very detrimental to my well-being as an artist and a human. It's like fuck. Please release me, please. But yeah, it's pretty rough, but it is what it is. I'm gonna actually go ahead and use brighter. Oh fuck yeah, I love Andy Schoaf. Dude sounds like he's got rags in his mouth, but God, his songs are so fucking great. Scooby Doo. Yeah, it's pretty. It's such a shame. I'm like, no, I'll be more productive. I'm just not. In some ways, I guess it's better than doing literally nothing, but I don't know. Motivation's a bitch, dude. Especially when the world is so distinctly and decidedly on fire. It's like, why am I even fucking trying, dude? Sometimes I just don't even. It's really, really tough to see the point when things are so weird and so tumultuous and so bad, but there is there has never been more need for cathartic creativity and escapism than now. It's up to us. It's up to creative people, especially with the advent of AI art, quote unquote art. Like it is up to human beings to continue. We couldn't stop even if we wanted to making shit, right? Even if it's hard to make shit sometimes, the will is there. The spark of creativity and the need to put something on paper so that somebody somewhere will relate to you and what you're doing so we can connect to each other. Now is it is so goddamn important for us to keep going even if it's really really hard. Joy is resistance. Yeah. Sometimes it comes down to distracting yourself from the horrors, TM. Yes. That's been Minecraft for me. I keep talking about it because it's literally I just if I can just be a little square guy in a little square world where I have agency and control and can make things nest a little bit, show, like I can create something from bed using only my thumbs pretty much. I'm just like just get me the fuck out of here for a second. It's necessary. It's not like me saying eventually I'll make something of myself as anything new. So like, now I'm just doing it like even harder, even closer to some kind of breakthrough or progress, just that much closer, tantalizingly so. So it's even more frustrating when I can't make anything. That's pretty cool looking. Let's do 50. I think 50 is a little stronger. Yeah. So you remember what I was talking about when I was saying earlier, establishing your ceiling and your ground floor. So see, right now this is the brightest part of the tree that's illuminated by the lights, right? And the sort of looking at you can see the pines highlighted too of the needles, right? And the second I add another color that's a little bit brighter, it changes yet again. I'm going to turn down the opacity to where it was before, but it does just change the feel of it yet further. Makes it feel a little bit more complete when I increase the brightness. You and then you. Let's see if I can do this opacity. I will actually go one stage brighter in the onset. Contrast is everything, man. Contrast and context. It's like establishing scale. You know what I mean? If you're drawing a piece, you could tell me that the robot is big, but if you don't have anything to compare it to, it's just there in the void. You have no idea. It's like if you tell me that a frog is really small, I'm like, okay, I guess I could imagine it being small, and then you put it next to a quarter, and you're like, holy shit, that's a small ass frog. Establishing context is what makes things meaningful. My current goal is to do two of these a day, and I think I can make that happen. I'm just gonna. It'd be nice to focus on art for a little while because I do kind of do things in bursts. And I was doing music for a while, and then my headphones broke, and I'm like, well, I guess I have no choice now. um, but between the fact that I'm returning to like art in a meaningful way, I got a couple of nice commissions, so that's another encouragement to do that. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Um, and I haven't drawn robots like devotedly drawn robots in a while. Like I've drawn machines here and there, and Chompy has Robo Pants, and there are mechanisms involved in Chompy and Charlie and stuff like that. Um, but it's nice to sort of have, as I said in a previous stream, it's nice to have kind of like a return to form. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't mind that. It might be stronger without it, but I think it looks good. Looks good. All right, now to get to the meat and potatoes. Let's make sure that this is. Let me duplicate this, make part of it invisible, flatten this, commit to your decisions, motherfucker. Ah, and then clipping mask. There we go. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Making sure my clipping mask is working. Oh, yes. All right, at 2, I'm going to take a step away to to deal with something real quick, and then I'll be right back. Let's make this nice and bright. I might actually have to sketch this real quick. Still on the right layer, yep. Let's flip this. It looks so weird now. Let's see now. I might grow to hate that. Uh, the flip, but I also have this idea for it to be at a specific angle, so let's see if this works. This is one of the first things to go on my rainy day playlist because I remember I used to live in Redwood City, um, and I was being taken to middle school, and I remember the song coming on. My mom was playing it, first time I ever heard it, and I was just like, I just started weeping, just because the music. It's a if a specific algorithm is hit musically, I just start crying just every time. Like I've noticed it is especially immediate with orchestras. Like something about if a certain like there's tumblers on the lock of my tear ducts that sit along the frequency spectrum of sound. And if a certain like arpeggio, if like a certain density of melodies hits it, or a certain density of like sonic resonance occurs, I don't know. I just start like crying. That was one of the first times I recall doing that is with that particular song as a scent of stand. The little piano part is just so beautiful. It was like I was moved by it. I've been listening to a lot of Zero 07 lately, and it's hits my chill vibe so good. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that Wait, I might be thinking of someone else. Warm Sound, is that another one by them? I that name rings a bell. I think I've heard a few songs by them. The Waiting Line, I might be wrong. Laundry, yes. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks. Enjoy the music. Hello, welcome back. I am back. Welcome to me and you and us. We are here together. Yeah, yeah. 07 is really good. What I've heard, I really enjoy. Time for work. Have a great day, Black and Stream. Thank you, Hexadog. Thank you so much for hanging out. Enjoy your day. Cheers. The song is so good. Something so tragic about it, but like also it's like an amazingly chill vibe. That melody is fucking heartbreaking. I don't know why. I think that's a ukulele. Sorry, VOD watchers. I'm not getting copyright struck, but I will continue to talk about music ad nauseum because it's what I do, baby. Little Nuja bass, perfect for rain. Still booting. Hey, what's up, Cog? Good to see you, bud. I should Nuja bass right when I came in, blessing it even, one might say. Welcome. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing good. Is it raining for you as well, my friend? Got my rainy day playlist going. Don't ask me why I'm doing a Christmas scene in March. It's it just felt right, you know. Bright sunny day in the city, cool. Very idiosyncratic with my vibes right now, I'm sure, but hopefully still soothing. Let's do I'm gonna distort this a little bit, increase that angle a smidge. Only in the sketch. I don't use distort when the drawing's already done because it fucks up the resolution and pixels and stuff like that. It's because of the way Procreate works. An imperfect system, but it is my favorite to use, bar none, of what I've had the chance to mess around with. It's unfortunate. It's another thing that Apple has me by the apples about, you know what I mean? Finally, give me the robots. Oh, my baby over there, my kitty's purring so much. Get snuggles from mama. I felt so bad. I'm doing laundry in the little moments between stream. Um, and I had to move a blanket, and she was like nestled in it, like she was being consumed by the blanket with the little head popping out like a little buoy, staring back at me. I'm like, oh my god, how what kind of monster would I have to be? But I gave her to Moxie Moth, and she settled pretty immediately. And now she's getting scritches, and she's purring up a storm. All right, let's get a classic move. Laundry drink stream is a great way to get it done. It really is. My stupid ass had the opportunity to set it up on a non-stream day, and I just completely forgot, just for what was convenient based on our other laundry day in the household. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. I got breaks. I got to feed the cat here and there anyway, you know. Increase the perspective a little bit as it gets a little closer. So we're continuing March of, oh, that's reverse too. Oh shit, hold on a second. Flip that around. Um, so we're doing March of Robots. We're continuing that. As you can see, it says day 4 because I'm a silly bitch and I fell behind immediately. Um, so I'm doing 2 a day, trying to catch up in between commissions, and I'm I regretted it for a little bit while I was suffering from like artist block slash depression a little bit. I was like, I don't want to fucking do anything. Just want to play video games and like hope I dissolve into some kind of gelatinous ooze. Um, but I don't regret taking it on as a challenge because it's so nice to get back to drawing robots of various kinds. And I thought a good way to interpret the prompt for perfect. For a while, I was thinking about using a couple of existing like characters in media and stuff like that. Um, as a means of wow, that's a lot of hair. Came off from just simple script. Wow, that's like a full extra Maeve. Are you a mama Maeve of a little fur baby? Anyway, reproducing by budding, yeah. But I was thinking about like, I was thinking about using a couple of other like perfect robots from various forms of media. But I think a good way to interpret it is what is the brain's best example. When you think of like a generic bog standard robot or a representative robot for others, like one of the first things that comes to mind for me is like the classic um like little toy robot, little metal guys that walk around, have little claw arms, little valves and shit, and just really cute. And I was thinking about like what would that robot be perfect, like who would that robot be perfect to? And I was thinking about like a kid, like back in the day when they were like a thing that you gave to other people as like toys or whatever, right? Like that would be the perfect recipient for it, so it would be the perfect robot to them. So that was my thought process. Why I'm making a cute little robot of that era, indicative of that era. And the rest of this piece I've been doing without lines or sketches or anything, kind of keeping it loose and organic. But I want to make sure that I get this portion of it right, considering it's the main focal point. Angle would be further back. I'm gonna have to make this. I should have made that a separate layer. It's fine. Just draw it smaller. One of my favorite robots that kind of fits this bill, it's kind of in the same vein, whether it's direct or not, is Urshin from Breath of Fire 4. Fucking love Urshin. One of my favorite robot characters of all time. So cute. Give us your fire. Shoots her little rocket fist. Oh, I love her. And the whole bit, I know why the bit exists, but I'm not going to spoil it. The idea of a character basically speaking as if they're interpreting when they're speaking normally. And so, like, Urshan says blah, 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 right? And then they're like, so, Urshan, what you're saying is this? Apparently so. That's so fucking funny. That's brilliant. God, it's good. Yeah, that's a great game. I need to play the rest of. I kind of I'm sure it made some nerd very happy and bless, but that game has so many goddamn mechanics. I always felt like I was a little bit lost. Like I managed to win fights and stuff in Breath of Fire just fine, but like there's so many goddamn mechanics in that game. It's like you got to have a master, and if you have this master, it'll give you this mechanic, and if you do this, it'll do this. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude! I'm just here to like turn into a dragon and blow shit up. Oh my god, can you leave me alone? Look how cute. Oh my god, you look like a little handbag, you fool. I love you, Maeve. You're so cute. Your little paws up. Ah. Wow, 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 wow. This is gonna be really fun to color. I'm looking forward to it. I love little creatures so much, dude. Bro, little creatures are everything. I've come so close to becoming vegan so many times because I'm like, but every animal are a little creature, and then I'm just like, but also meat. I think she's having her spring shed or something. So much fucking hair. Oh my god. She produce. I like this little guy. What do you think, chat? Make his legs a little squatter. Oh, yeah, that's better. Thank you. Hell yeah. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I think I'm gonna have his other arm raised too. Squat is perfect. I agree. I agree. More squat. It's like the full character design process for the initial stages of something that Moxie and I were working on for a while. More squat. Character, more squat. I give him like a little pocket. And make sure those lines match up with the ones on the side so it seems correct. And give him a little vent. There you go. Making robots is so dangerous because it's so much fun to just like add infinite little tiny details. You just keep going. That's like the point. I think that's the point of mecha and drawing like machines and stuff like that. If you're not like actively an engineer designing something for it, it's like yeah, more little lines here and there. That's one reason it's so hard to animate giant robots and shit. It's like you got to get them so streamlined. But like God, it's so much fun. Just little vent here, a little couple of screws here. Just make it nice. Big fan of like little claws, little magnet looking claws. It's a robot brand robot from like it's like it peaked in the 19 like 50s or whatever. Nah, he's got to have the little open hands. It's so much cuter. There he is. A little headlight looking. I love it. Nah, I won't give him the little dots there. He doesn't need them. The rivets. All right, let's get you colored up, my little friend. Gotta make sure that the it looks like he's cradled in some kind of cushion or paper of some kind, you know? All right, I'll make the background invisible for a second. I love drawing robots. I actually started doing March of Robots specifically to get better at bots. I mean, hey, it's exactly why I started doing the 30-minute animations back in the day. A time commitment that even I couldn't procrastinate my way through. I did my best. Um, yeah. Challenged every day, that kind of thing. I feel like the most stereotypical one of these guys is like a blue. You know what I mean? Either blue or red. It's just a nice bright color. Red is strong, and I already have red established in the rest of the composition with the Christmas tree. So I think I'm gonna stick with red. Also, you know, it's as I said, it's a backbone of the palette, so I know it'll look really strong. He's just a little guy. I don't usually do. I think I might have mentioned it before in the stream. I don't usually do lineless for. I don't usually do sketches for the lineless style of mine, but it's kind of fun. The thing I like about lineless rendering is the fact that it definitely feels more like painting, but equal parts like sculpting. You're making little shapes. You're whittling them with the same brush, just the eraser instead of the brush itself. It's just really zen. You add depth to it with the colors, and it's just like I don't know, comes to life. Not you right now, please. Sorry, Ozma. Thank you. Oh, I just had this song in my head earlier today. Jerry Messersmith is fucking goated. He's so good. Such a good guitarist. This is fun. I'll probably make a second layer for the little details and different colored stuff. I want to make his little feet red, make sure those are there. I know exactly what color I'm going to give this dude, so that's good. Maybe I'll just establish the alpha and go for it like that. I think doing things in a single layer is a very, very fun way to get quicker and like make like decisions harder in a piece. It can bite you in the ass if you're doing something for a client and you're doing it in one layer, you're gonna have to do it from scratch. So it's not necessarily the wisest decision sometimes, but like it is a fun challenge if you're doing a more loose style. Makes it feel organic. What? Got about 30 minutes left. I think I can finish it in that time. It'll come together really fast once the alpha is locked. What are some of your favorite robot designs, chat, that you've seen out there in the wild? Anime is probably a good place to start, but no pressure. Obviously, I don't even have to fucking say it if I've been streaming it this entire time. Harpuya Belly. Oh, he's so cute. Also the most homoerotic, like the best example of fight anime, substitute the word fight or just bleep the word fight and it's just filthy shit. I only feel alive when I'm you. Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ, come on a little strong. I know Zero's hot, but dude. FLC, dude. Oh my god, Kanti is so fucking good. All the designs, and I love Fooly Cooly, the anime specifically. I have not even read the manga if I'm being completely honest, because they really just kind of like took it and ran with it for the anime. Kanti, oh, Kanti is a fucking goated design. I love Harpuya too. Head wings. Like the mech arm by itself is amazing. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like the thing comes out of his head, dude. When that music fucking started playing, the song called "Sleepyhead" by the Pillows. Wait, no. Yes, the Pillows. I always got confused because I learned the name of the seatbelts and the Pillows at the same time. One of them is Yoko Kanno's band, and one of them is like Japanese rock and roll. You know, the dudes who did the FLCL soundtrack. So I was just like, which one is it? You know what I mean? But yeah, uh, God, I love the designs in Fooly Cooly. When Sleepyhead started playing, just and the fucking arm comes out of his head, and Kanti turning into the cannon was like mind blowing. Even though he did poop out what's his face later, like he literally just extruded a man from his derriere. They're amazing. Yeah, Last Dinosaur is an amazing song. I think that's on this playlist actually. And then little yeah, I have their whole fucking album on Spotify. I also have a what I call the Weeb Fuel playlist. That's what it's named, and it's just anime soundtracks and like shit that belongs in an anime soundtrack or just general J-pop. Really enjoyable. I put that shit on while I blast that shit while I'm playing Armored Core. It is a vibe. It's like I'm in a giant robot listening to music. Dude, I love the designs in Big O, dude, or The Big O if you want to be really, I think that's technically it. The soundtrack for that show is actually incredible. Holy shit, I love Big O. Art style is so clean and weird, kind of like a noir. It's just if Batman, instead of putting on tights, got into a goddamn giant robot that punched using a fucking air cannon thing and shot lasers from its forehead. It's amazing. Fucking love Big O, dude. If you haven't seen it and you like giant robots, watch it. It's confusing at times, but amazing. It's so good. I also love this artist, Midair Thief. He's so weird. Song is called, I think his song is called Swamp. I don't remember. Big O is unbelievable. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's see where this ends up. Hmm. Maybe this will work. And then I'll just use... Oh, that's actually kind of cute to have it sticking out of the little thing that I set up. Oh, I might leave that. Hold up. I've seen people do that on purpose for like comic books and stuff, like playing with the use of panels to convey depth and action. So yeah, I'll just leave that. Look at his little hand sticking out. That's actually really cute and a lot more subtle than I would have done it if I was doing it on purpose from the onset. That's pretty cool. Let's give him some detail. My little man here. Let's do this. Yeah, Big O is phenomenal. Great aesthetic. Um, Steve Bloom, classic. Speaking of Steve Bloom, the character designer for Cowboy, the mechanical designer for Cowboy Bebop, also did a bunch of other shit. He's phenomenal. Like the Swordfish 2, I know it's technically not a robot, but it is a machine. It's a spaceship. You know what I mean? Holy shit, that design is good. Wow. Like all of the machine design in Cowboy Bebop is unbelievable. I love the fact that the little escape pod like is consistent from ship to ship. Like God, that's so fucking cool. It's like it's its own language, and like that dude is fluent. I'll tell you that much. God, it's so cool. I mean, you can't mention robots without talking about Gundam in some capacity. I think Camphor is a fantastic design. I love his face. I mean, Zeon, everybody knows Zeon is cooking. Zaku, so fucking cute. Zaku's 1 and 2. Oh my god. Baby boys. Little Cyclops baby boys. God, it's good. Oh, I'm a stupid idiot. I'm a stupid big dummy idiot. Hold on a second. Yeah, the Zakus are the ones that you like. They're the cute little guys with the one eye. Yeah, the Zaku's so good. I like I also like the fact that Xeon makes it sound like you're having a little bit of a stroke when you're saying the names of them. Like I love Skak. Oh, you should get that cock looked at. What kind of stream is this? I love Zagak. I think Zagak or Gelgoog, both very good. Gof, fucking strong. You think you're gonna watch G Quacks? What the fuck is G Quacks? What is that? Is that Mighty Ducks but with some Mighty Ducks like that one kind of ill-fated super henshin hero hockey cartoon that was on WB for a second? The actual name is G Quacks, but it's the new Gundam series. I'm confused. G Quacks. It's literally called. Okay. Why is it called that? It's an alt history where what if Char got the Gundam instead of Amuro? I'm already into it. Why is it called that? It's like 50 years after that point. Whoa. G Cooks. Listen here, G Cucks. My name's Char. I'm the red fucking comet. Check out my RX-78. I got a new paint job on it or some shit. He could pilot it. It's called that because Gundam has a long history of trolling producers with ridiculous. That's amazing. What? That's so. Oh, I love that. And now we got some city pop playing. The vibes are immaculate right now, my friends. Talk about G Cucks or G Cooks. I've heard of this new Gundam. It's a weird ass name. I mean, great. If you recall correctly, it's a placeholder name. Like even in universe, it's a placeholder name. Whoa. It's so Flight A, dude. Fucking love city pop. Such a good genre. Also reminds me again, every time I talk to Matobi, I'm like, fuck, I gotta play Yakuza. But I'm gonna do it on stream, because that's where it belongs. God, it's gonna be great. In a universe where I have money, I will absolutely get those games and play them on stream. Not until after March, though, and after I have money, so never. But that'd be cool. I might be able to. Oh, fuck yeah, I know. G-Cucks, goddamn, I love it. All right. Reason bullying. God, I love auto mod. Yeah, Hideki Anno, man. Hideaki, sorry, my bad. All right, hold on a second. Tomino, Gundam creator, is on record saying that he would just name things ridiculous because he knew the producers slash execs wouldn't pay attention at all and just worry about model kit sales. That is so goddamn fun. He's literally just like, he's like, this is you guys. War is bad. Wow, cool robot. You know what I mean? It's also being worked on by Hideaki Anno. I love you. You guys have seen the documentary with Hayao Miyazaki. What I don't remember if it's the Never Ending Man or if it's the first Studio Ghibli one about him, but him just actively mocking Anno when he was doing the voice of the protagonist from The Wind Rises. Earthquake! And then like the lady was just like, they say you're doing really well, and he said, I'm not falling for that. He just knew. They got the Ava mech designer for the mechs too. God, that's awesome. I need to rewatch Evangelion. Um, the designs are just too fucking good, and I love the compositions. Like I was just thinking, like I was just watching a couple of gifs from it, and like it establishing shots. I'm like, God, everything in this shot is so well designed. What the fuck is happening right now? It's amazing. Nice looking HG model for the main Gundam too. God, I need to look this up. Thanks, G Cucks. And all the character designs for the new characters are by Take, or Take, one of the big current Pokemon character designers. What is happening right now? This is a fucking. I mean, it is like one of Japan's biggest exports of all time when you think about it. So I guess it makes sense. Oh, this song is always in my head. That little thing. God, I did it again. Oops. I made a clipping mask. I can just erase. What's wrong with me? All right, there we go. I'm distracted by all the cucks. That's what's happening. That's such a Streets of Rage. Like, come on. That's right out of Streets of Rage 3, but just mellow. That's sick. All right. But yeah, the Japanese pronunciation of the title is Jikuakusu. Literally G-Quacks. I need to get caught up on Gundam. Heard good things about Iron Blood Orphans, and they have an orange Gundam that is my steez. Fuck yeah. I love having having and being aware of your like assigned color from like a character design perspective. Like the existential nightmare of Yukiko and Chie trying to wear a different color and always ending up with red or green, respectively. I personally, I think Marie is adorable. I think that trying to crowbar in a bunch of interactions with a character, especially if you make her such a goddamn Mary Sue who can do no wrong and who everybody's jealous of, including the pop star idol person. Like, I think it was a difficult concept to execute, and I don't know if I would agree with it like in its full form for Persona 4 Golden. Her persona looks sick as fuck, but yeah, like I don't know. Like I guess you could say that I guess spoilers. She's technically like a goddess or whatever the fuck, so it makes sense that she's like, oh, so beautiful, oh, her skin's so perfect, blah, 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 whatever the fuck. But like, it just reads like a goddamn fanfic to me, and it pisses me off a little bit. That's all I'm gonna say. It really reads like a fanfic. And then Marie was there, and she was so pretty that Rise was jealous. You know, like that's what it feels like to me. Anyway, yeah. It's probably meant more like Quux, but yeah, everyone's calling it Quacks or Cucks. I'm the idea of him just being like, yeah, how about you go fuck yourself? You just want to say it's like Andre 3000. Y'all don't want to hear me. You just want to dance. It's like that. It's like you don't even want to fucking listen to the title of this. You just want to sell model kits. Andre 3000 was so right though. I didn't know that song was about divorce. I didn't even fucking listen to the lyrics. I was like, this song rocks. Fuck yeah. And lo and behold, he's like, this song's about divorce. And like surprise Pikachu face, even though he literally says it. It's like, oh, great. Guess I'm just stupid. Cucks always makes me laugh every fucking time. It's like that one scene in Baldur's Gate where no matter what you do, the dude calls you a cuck. It's like, man, fuck you, bro. It's like he's like, you help him out. I don't need your help, cook. And then he kicks your ass or tries to. But by that time, you're probably level like 12 or whatever. So you're just like, "Gah!" You smite him immediately. Or like if you choose to go against him, you pick the wrong side, cook. And I'm like, oh man, every time. It's so funny. Yeah, there's like a little weird path on the side, and when you get to the city, Baldur's Gate, and there's like two thieves guilds are fighting or whatever the fuck, and no matter what you choose, the dude calls you a cuck, and you fight him. He's just got it locked and loaded. He just learned the word the other day, and he's like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna say that to the next person I see. It's really good, Matt. It's so thirsty, but it's so fucking good. I could say and also. All right, Fox Capture Plan. I need you to calm the fuck down. I need to take that song off of this playlist. It gets like mellow after a little bit, but it goes like it's definitely weeb fuel rather than rainy day. Welcome back, Ayane Malwartai. I see you acknowledging my robots. Whenever I think of the word robots, I think about this one scene from the Twilight Zone where he's like, basically this dude got sent to an asteroid as punishment for his crimes, whatever they were. And somebody gave him the gift of like a companion robot who is like, you know, as human as possible, is like, you know, a woman who is technically a machine. And he, you know, they fell in love. And He was like there's only enough room for one person on like an escape ship, and they like offered it to him, and he's like, no, she's coming with me. And he's like, she's a robot, Dad, or whatever the fuck his name is. He's like, she's not a robot. No, she's not a robot. And that same guy they got for like two other episodes that also had robots in them, and he said robot, and it's every single fucking time. That explains it. I've never really gotten to Act 3, Lamau. Yeah, I haven't beaten the game yet. I feel like such a hooligan because I got there. I'm like max level with my fucking half orc monk, um, and I have no reason to not beat it. It's just like the fact that it's on the computer and not on like my Switch makes the likelihood of me playing it so fucking low for some reason. I was thinking of the old timey Homestar Runner asking Stinko Man, "What's a wobot? What's a wobot?" Sorry, I know I have not watched Homestar Runner during too much of my life, so my impression is god awful. I apologize. Not as bad as it could be, but worse than you'd hope. Stinko Man. It was pretty good. Okay, thank you. I'll take it. I'll take it. If I had not just seen Brutal Moose play a Homestar Runner game, I would be up a creek. I know he can't pronounce his R's. That's as far as it goes. Two of the girls, I had two separate girls have crushes on me when I was small, and neither of them could pronounce their R's. I don't know what exactly it was. They're like similar types facially too. It's just like a very specific synchronicity of my fate, I guess. So when I was in elementary school and then middle school, and I was like, this is weird. It's so consistent. Oh man, Teen Girl Squad is amazing. I will take your word for it. More Homestar Runner. I love Strong Bad. That I know about a little bit. I'm gonna make that chrome. Why is that? Because everything is chrome in the future. Let's see. What could be? Have you guys seen that? I wish I remembered more of it. Have you guys seen that it's like an infomercial on SNL about like insurance against robots specifically for old people? Shit is so fucking funny. It's using what is the name? Sam Waterston from who is like Jack McCoy from wait. Is that his name? What's the name of the lawyer from the dude who looks like Sam Eagle? Was it Sam Waterston? Am I right? I can't remember shit right now. Strong Bad is still making YouTube videos. Yeah. The brothers chaps are still going, dude. It's crazy. Good for them. Yeah, Sam Waterston. And robots are strong. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. I'll have to find it and put it and check this shit out because it's very enjoyable. Look at he's coming together. He's just a little guy. I like this guy a lot. About 15 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to completely finish him, but I really like him. He's just a little guy. Yeah, Jack McCoy sounds good. Okay, all right. Yeah. Awesome. Wow, I was right. A shot from the hip and I hit a bullseye. What are the chances? Low. Very low. But yeah. This is the second robot I've done that has basically the same color scheme. What a hack. What a numpty I be. But you know what? It's a good one. So, suck a chode. Not mine. You'll never know if I have a chode or not. A lady doesn't kiss and tell. It's such a funny bit. 80s and early 90s SNL was the best time for them. I agree. Blackfoot continuous ha ha. Hey, why isn't that showing for me? I made it, god damn it. There it is. I helped you out, Jack. I know that I've done something wonderful and terrible, but Moxie just gives the single, uncapitalized, unpunctuated, oh my god, in chat. It's so funny. uh, oh, okay. Max's disappointment radiates. You know, you really know how to pick him, don't you, sweetheart? This is where we're at, right? I heard this song and I was like, oh shit. I like the way Bon Iver's voice sounds in this context. And I think this happened to both Moxie and I respectively at different times. Because I remember doing it a while back, and I was like, "Oh yeah, Bon Iver, that's cool." And I was like, "Wow, this is like really boring." Sorry, Bon Iver. And Moxie did the same fucking thing because of this song. It was just like, man, why is it so boring? It lacks jazz. Not bad, just like not interesting, you know. Wow, it's coming down. Can y'all hear that? I can see a little bit coming through. It's waiting for the light to adjust, please. There's no way you guys are gonna see that unless. Hold on. Well, I can do it. I can do it. Wait for it. I'm leaning over backwards. Look at that. Holy shit. No, there it is. Oh, fuck yeah. Weird fishes. Let's go. It's raining. Doxed. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Now I can use a drone to find that backyard. Triangulate with Google Maps. Consider yourself doxed, Blackvoot, if that is your real name. I'll find out. Google Maps. Yes, for babies. It's maps for babies. Fucking love this song. Other musicians seem to love it too, because there's a bunch of covers out there, and it wasn't even really on the radio. I don't think they did do an art contest where like send a music video in for a chance to have it become the official one, and I think that was really cool. One of the ones, I think the one that won, or one of the ones that stuck out hardest in my memory was a stop motion film made using like actual puppets. Someone made like by hand. So fucking cool. If you look up Weird Fishes stop motion, you'll probably find it on YouTube. Might be on their official website too, but yeah, super cool. It ain't rain until you get a flood warning you ignore. True. Yeah, here we just like, especially in the part of the Bay Area that I live, the people just like the sky is falling. Oh my god! And the already terrible drivers drive even worse. It's very funny. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing over here. East Bay, baby. Vibes are so good in the East Bay for the most part. It's like Portland, but more diverse from what I hear. Everyone ignores a flood warning, I'm sure. Okay. I love Portland so fucking much. It was unsettlingly white, but still, yeah. And there's a lot of like weird groups there, like like fucking white supremacist groups and shit. It's gross. It's like it's very white. I don't know. Being growing up in the Bay Area, I'm definitely spoiled in terms of diversity. It's so nice just being around so many different kinds of people with different perspectives and shit. Like it's so nice, and you don't realize how good you've got it until like I don't know. At one point, I was in like an Applebee's or some shit. Uh, Not even very far from the Bay Area. I think it was still technically in it, but like on the way to somewhere. It was just like it was. I was looking around. I was like, "Why does this feel so weird to me?" And I was like, "Oh, there's like it's nothing but white people, as far as the eye can see." It was very odd. I was like, "Why do I feel so uncomfortable right now?" I don't know. Really weird. Weird sensation. Portland is dope. Weird that they hate Seattle, especially since Seattle loves them. What? What's Portland's problem? Is it a sports thing? There we go. Yeah, the nice thing about Washington is that our white supremacists stick to the eastern side of the state. That's good. Get out of here, man. Look how cute he is. That's a little baby buddy guy. That's a good friend. Love this guy. I love vintage style robots. Yeah, Washington State's cool. Thank you for the very good friend compliment. Washington State's cool, at least this side of it. Though maybe don't go too far up north either. Ugh. America's weird, dude. There's a mountain between them and me, and I prefer to keep it that way. Yeah. I'm gonna make it even smaller. One, two, four, five. Oops. Maddie J is a fucking amazing artist. I'd strongly recommend checking out her shit. She's just very, very good. Dude. Yeah, the sticks get sticky. Oh, it's unfortunate. I'm small now. There we go. Angle's a little bit wrong for that one. Hopefully rotating it won't matter too much considering how small it is. But even here you can see, look how blurry it got when I just rotated it like half an inch. See that? Isn't that crazy? Look, see? This is me without rotating it, see? This is me rotating it. It got crunched to absolute shit. I mean, big parts of California are fucking awful too. I mean, there's nowhere that's completely safe from weird, awful vibes. In America, at least. I hate it, dude. Like, it is my favorite program to use, and it just hates so much shit, including me. Alright. There's a little guy. Let's clean up a little bit, and then I'm going to sign off for the day. Yeah. Smooth out this arm a little bit. The sphere here is too large. Yeah. All right, we'll listen to Shibuya and then we'll head out. Free Nationals, too good. Make sure that's alpha locked so that I don't end up making shit look really weird. Let me just fill that. Start with the darkest, and I build layers of color from there. He's so cute. He's just a little guy. Little beep boop man. Little man with the beep boop. Crit has been kind of clunky to learn, but seeing how Procreate goes, I don't feel as annoyed. Lol, that rotation thing would ruin the whole program for me. I don't blame you. It makes it so that you have to be so fucking careful sometimes. And Procreate Dreams, don't even fucking get me started on Procreate Dreams. I'll be here for another hour. Spitting mad, my friend. It is not cute. Shit's so fucking annoying. This, okay, so I will say this one gripe because however many times Procreate themselves hear me bitch about this, it is not enough until they fucking fix it. Um, so imagine if every time you change the zoom of the canvas, your brush changed resolutions. Combine that with the fact that it doesn't even have a goddamn selector tool. It charged fucking twice the price of Procreate Classic for this shit. And there's some things that only it can do. It is insane. However, that's the only way that I can sync vocal flaps for animation because Procreate does not have functionality, and I want to keep my palettes and my brushes and everything all in the same spot so that I can make sure that I'm making something consistent. So I've had to work around that for like 2 projects, and I'm just like, and then my headphones broke, so I can't do shit with audio anyway. So I'm just like, all right, well, fuck me, I guess, twice. Crit is great, and also you can use it to tile things seamlessly. You can make tile textures, which you can do in Procreate, but it's really weird and convoluted. You can make like, repeating textures in Krita. I did that for a game jam once. Yeah. I feel like I should try Krita or Clip Studio because I'm currently piggybacking my dad's discounted Photoshop subscription. It's currently running out, and I'd like to switch to something free or one-time payment. Same to here, lol. Now I feel spoiled with and this whole time I thought I was on the bootleg program. I mean, technically, yeah, but if it works, it works. And like, and for the faults that Procreate has, it feels better than anything I've ever played with. You know what I mean? So like, the ends justify the means for me. I've learned to work around it, and I've learned to animate within it, so it doesn't hurt me any at this point. But it is kind of just like there's some limitations that are quite annoying in certain contexts. Yeah, Crit is just good. Yeah, but yeah, I've definitely like my workflow is completely based around Apple shit now, and it's really unfortunate because it means I'm never gonna be able to leave. Probably. It's very satisfying to use. Just a shame that it has a couple of shortcomings. I mean, everything does to a certain extent, I'm sure, but like, yeah, Krita is nice from what I've had. It's really nice. Jack, the Clip Studio Paint's a nice idea because that's like a lot of the animators that I know that are working in like as like Genga artists and layout artists and shit like that in anime right now are using Clip Studio Paint. So it would be kind of a nice perspective to have and a nice thing to have on your resume. You know what I mean? I've heard really, really good things about it. Um, I only really had, I mean, I got the iPad for a Procreate machine because all in all, it's the cheapest option. You know what I mean? Except maybe for free stuff, but like for like all in one, a tablet with a screen that doesn't cost thousands of dollars. Um, or rather, like it didn't back when I started using Procreate. Hand me down iPads and then like a $10, $8 to $10 program ends up being good. Clip Studio is designed for comic making as well, which is one of the reasons I want to try it. Yeah, yeah. CSP and Krita are like the two big ones for working artists. Yeah, absolutely. It has a subscription, but they also provide a one-time buy. Tight. Hmm. But I mean, that's why I have even opens PSD files. Sick, very sick. I think you can do PSD. You can definitely export Procreate files as PSD, but it doesn't do anything with like vectors or shit like that. I had my CSP license since back when it was Manga Studio. Damn. I remember. Oh, 3 minutes over. Dude got a basic little thing of shading. Let's add the background back in, see how it all looks together. He's going to have a little box behind him. That's the composition right there. There's going to be a lot more brightness on him. I might add a little bit of glow too, but there he is. All right. My friends, it has been a delight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and vibing with me through another Visual Wednesday. Excited to get back into the flow of drawing, stop being such a piece of shit. Really enjoyed making a little robot with you guys. Um, and for those of you who missed it, this is the 30-minute animation that I did as a warm up. The chattering teeth, as prompted by Moximoth and Kenjamin. Done in 30 minutes, as the name would suggest. Very fun. Really enjoyed it. Looking forward to the next one. Uh, Next stream will be another FromSoft Friday. So I'll be back in my various ACs, setting up a lobby for people to join. If we get enough people, I'll even make a 3v3 little team lobby, but we're just going to take it easy. If no people show up, which is a definite possibility, I'll just make some emblems or something. But either way, I'll be playing some nice Armored Core, continuing the March of Robots festivities. And couple things before I go, as was already posted in chat. If you want to join this nice, lovely community that I'm developing, go ahead and join the Blecking Crew. The Blecking Crew, led by Bleck to the boot. Yeah, really great community building up so far. I'm looking forward to seeing more new blood, seeing more people posting their creative shit, um, and generally vibing with me. Um, just click that link in chat. It's a great spot. We're doing weekly art prompts. We're doing weekly movie night. We're just getting stronger. We're almost 100 people strong already, which I am shocked and incredibly happy about. So the more the merrier. Come on down. Um, for those of you who don't know, my name is Nathan Blackwood, aka Blackvoot. I am an artist, animator, character designer, musician, a little bit of a gamer. But I do 3 streams a week. Uh, One of the things I used to do was Music Monday, which will not be continuing until I get a new pair of studio headphones. My old ones broke, and repairing them would be just the same as buying another pair. So we're trying our best to boost me up to that $300 goal to get a new pair of headphones. Music Monday will not continue without that goal. So anything that you can do to help is greatly appreciated. Either commissions, just straight up donations, anything helps. We're already 33% of the way there. Incredibly happy about that. Almost to the halfway point. That's the next milestone. Um, and last but not least, feel free to check me out on YouTube. I don't have a link for that right now, but if you look up Blackfoot on YouTube, I'm posting my VODs there. And one animation is visible there. It's only a minute and something long, but it's funny as hell, so go ahead and look at it. I'm going to head out now. It is always a pleasure, my friends. I will see you on Friday for FromSoft Friday. Until next time, take care. Bye.